Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our May card pool. Today is the full moon, and it's also Beltane. And so I pulled a card from this, card deck that I channeled, I think, back in 2022, and it's a Galactic and Atlantean. And in fact, I got the Lyran card. And it's really spot on because for our workshop, I 5-5 portal, I got definitely galactic energy. So I thought, I was feeling Arcturian, Syrian, Venusian, and now Laren. And, I think it's going to be really a galactic collective. And it's really fascinating because, Beltane is all about the fairies and nature, and still this galactic energy is coming, and it really reminds me of I believe it was our autumn equinox one with Merlin, and it was this connection between the people of the forest and the people of the stars. And I think we're going on that too for the 5-5. And the Lyran is really, this Lyran energy is really, the fell and the lion energy. It's extremely, I feel like extremely in the body, that physical vitality, that physical strength. So the lion is seen as the king, so this inner power that we have, and that is really kind of raw in a way, but that is also very elegant and very noble, and that can be used, to create our own dream life and to help others and build the new earth. So I will go on with a little bit of a light language transmission from the Lyran and see what comes up. Tuai aniliro koai ne sesha sura kontai ke norae sunantariga hunki sish anukonteak erikin nukontaria zunatua ayatiri kinda sunar bunkari zundarinas iriken tuba yaniri sish avurahaye zunatai kush azukambai ke surakainta suro koye sish asirankiawan arikinarik awa sukit is varukain tirisinas asunduk intara inura. That was really about sovereignty, but at a different level. That what we have been working on, we have been very often working on reclaiming our sovereign power and the like, but this is really like the next step of it. So it's a sovereignty that is really, soft and almost like a parent taking care of their child. And it's really that, also that calm and that poise and that inner peace that we can see in feline. Even cats, they're like royal, they walk there and then they lay down and they're all chilled, and and it's this type of confidence that we are taken care of, that the universe is bringing us what we need, and that we are ready to embody it and to receive it, because that's been also what we've been working for, working on receiving always more light, embodying always more light. And of course, these triggered, dark stuff and old patterns and, karmic releases and the like. So now we have done that, and now we are ready for, to embody this inner sovereignty and this inner peace, fully forgiving what's past, and building on top of that, building a future and building it like a king and a queen. And now I will handle it to Lesley, but it's really fascinating because she just told me, oh, that's my battery. She just told me that Isis is coming, actually. So I will definitely handle it to her, and I will disappear for just 1 minute because I will have to plug in my phone. So I will hopefully all see you on Tuesday. And now up to you, Lesley.
Thank you, Patrice. Yes. And I think you better plug your phone in quickly. Right. So, first of all, a little disclaimer here because I have just come back from a fantastic couple of weeks in India. The energies there were so intense, so high. And I am still slightly jet lagged. And so please, if I and ah a little bit, that is why. So, yes, as Patrice has just said, ISIS is coming in for us on the 5th of the 5th, so next Tuesday. And that so I'm feeling it's going to be ISIS is the divine feminine. She is the person who when her husband was murdered, she one protected her son, but she also went and collected all the parts of Osiris that had been scattered around the earth by his brother, um, and actually put him back together. So I'm feeling like it's going to be, yes, the divine feminine, but also about leaving the victimhood behind and claiming our power, which as I've just said that, I'm like, that's exactly what Patrice has just said that is coming in. So as usual, we are so synchronistic in what we're doing here. Right, so I have also pulled a card for the collective for the day, and I have the sun. So how fantastic is that, especially on this day of the full moon? So it says here, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. And I absolutely say that is absolutely what is going to happen this year. I feel there is enormous growth, and I feel it's going to be very heart-centered growth, which is so fantastic. So I'm just going to read you what it says in here. The Sun card will bring great joy to your life. You can expect to be happier, more fun-loving, and self-confident. And that is what, I've spoken to so many people and talked about them not just reclaiming their confidence, but also about why can't we have fun? Who said that work had to be hard work? Who said you can't have fun and do it? Okay, and this is what we've been told all our lives, and it's not true. You can absolutely have fun. We don't have to play the grown up all the time. You can be grown up and have fun too. The sun basically shines on your life, and personal growth speeds up immensely. This card also enhances creative thinking, and you will be able to open up your feelings. So, what did I say about feelings? And communicate better than in the past. The time is right for taking holidays too. Well, probably not best to tell me that when I've just come back. So go and book that cruise, overseas trip, or romantic getaway, or even better, maybe a retreat. And actually, having said that, we may just have a little news for you on that front coming up in the next month or so. So keep your ears open. So as ever, we would so love to see you on Tuesday, 7 p.m. British Summer Time, for our 5-5 portal opening. And if you feel called, the link will be below here. So do have a look at that, and we'd just love to see you. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us today, and we will hopefully see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.